Hello, and we are back for our round 4. We have Sam Gilbert on Blue Red Delver and Sally Galuska on Death and Taxes. I will get the... We are not in turns. I will get that updated for us. But we are excited. 50 minutes from now is go. 4:02. I got it before you guys. I got it wrong. There you go. Okay, so we have Death and Taxes and Blue Red Delver. Death and Taxes are notorious for being able to destroy the Delver decks. There's a lot of oppressive pieces that Blue Red needs to watch out for. Death and Taxes is a mono white deck, meaning it only plays white cards, and usually an innocuous looking deck to begin with. But put together in this format, it has just the right pieces. So there's Thalia of Guardian Thraben, making all of Blue Red Delver's cards cost one more because Blue Red Delver is so spells heavy. And then you have Stoneforge Mystic that gets your entire package of your artifacts, which are hard to deal with, especially for the Blue Red Delver. They have braids. Maybe they might be running the new artifact destruction. We'll take a look at that in a second here. And that's definitely not going to be in game one, so that's going to be really tough for Blue Red Delver. I think that this, if I had to choose, I'd say that Sally, I think that she's going to be taking this game just based off of lists alone and matchup knowledge. So we'll see. Just every single thing in this deck for Death and Taxes is hard for Blue Red Delver to deal with. Mother of Runes, making all of her things have protection from a color of her choice, making it so that they can't get bolted. Phyrexian Revoker isn't as big in this matchup. You have Sanctum Prelate that makes it so that the Blue Red Delver can't cost 1-drop spells, which is basically all of Blue Red Delver. You have your Recruiter of the Guard to be able to find those pieces that you need, and a Flicker Wisp in order to get you value when it comes into play by removing and having one of your things enter the battlefield again. And then also it attacks for 3 or it blocks a Delver of Secrets in the air. It's going to be hard pressed for Blue Red Delver to be able to gain an advantage here. So I think that the die roll is going to be very important here, and who ends up first, and then the other factor is going to be, can Blue Red Delver really get some clutch counters off on Death and Taxes. Sally on the Death and Taxes list further, she's only playing 1 Cavernous Soul, so it's unlikely that her things are going to be uncounterable. But she is playing 1 Ancient Tomb in order to try and get a little bit ahead on mana. So we'll see how that works out for her. And then from there, we have the Blue Red Delver player.
You give them 4 more minutes?
Yeah. The Blue Red Delver player who is playing Blue Red Delver, and his list will be described by Anthony as he reads it off the computer screen.
You have the computer screen. I
just did all of the Death and Taxes list.
Oh, you should let me do Death and Taxes. I have the paper in my hand. Okay.
Yeah, you weren't here, and it was there.
We're looking at Sam. What's Sam's last name? Sam Vigna? Sam Gilbert. Sorry.
It's right there.
Playing Blue Red Delver. Some spiciness in his deck. It looks like relatively standard. It's going to be that if I could see any of this, I would let you know. There you go. It is the 4 Dreadhorde Arcanist, 2 True Nemesis, 2 Young Pyromancer, the spiciness being 1 Grim Lavamancer. Hopefully, the Grim Lavamancer makes an appearance in this deck, or in this list, or in this game, if Sam wants to motor through. No big removal spells. Removal is just going to be the 1 Chain Lightning, 4 Lightning Bolts, and the 1 Vapor Snag. So I believe, in your opinion, Sam would be the underdog in this matchup?
Sam is extremely the underdog, but I did not see that Grim Lavamancer. That does kind of change things.
We got a little smiley face.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow.
So nice.
This is a treat, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a real treat. Sam appears to be mulliganing heavily. I did just have a little brief discussion with Sally. She just built this deck.
This is gonna keep her on it.
This is gonna keep her on it. She's in the 9.
You just built a deck.
She's
and you
in
do
the
really well in a
9
tournament.
kit.
Yeah, she's definitely point leader right now.
this does show the the overwhelming power of Death and Taxes, and just
Yes.
what the deck can do. Like
Especially right now, I mean, like Delver's coming back. There's a bunch of Delver that
With
we're seeing today.
Delver
More Delver
in
than
the
we've
room.
ever seen in Arizona, which means there's probably a lot of Delver nationwide.
Like,
If we're getting Delver here,
I mean, we could look at the standings right now. I mean, Delver's
we got 2 we know for sure are Delver.
in the room. We have Delver at the top table. We have at least 2, maybe 3 Delvers at the top table.
Delver.
Yeah, Delver.
So 3.
Or it's Delver. I think one of these is Delver. I think it's Delver.
Yeah, I think we have like 4 Delver.
4 or 5
decks.
Delvers in the top tail. top tables.
Variants, but they are still Delver decks.
Which has been the conversation most of the night or most of the last month
Has been
over
the Delver decks,
where
yeah.
have the Delver decks been in the Arizona meta. So it is it is interesting to see Delver actually finally rear its head, and it is the blue-red Delver deck, and it's kind of you don't want to say it's a budget deck, but it doesn't play a lot of duels.
The Red Delver?
Yeah.
You still gotta pay like $400 per.
If you're a
ball.
modern player and you have the Scalding Tarns, the Flooded Strands, the
I think Scalding
Misties-
Tarns, I think you can still do it.
I'm saying if you
not gonna be
have
optimal.
them,
Yeah.
you can borrow 2 Volcanic Islands.
Yeah, because the Arizona Legacy community is awesome.
I mean, I don't have a lot of lands. Oh, here we have the primo starts for both of these decks.
Okay,
we
no-
have Island
no days.
Delver versus Plains Vile Go.
No
Sam
days
looks like
off
he
the
won.
vial. That is going to make things difficult for Sam going forward. Sally's going to be able to mana ramp with that vial and make her things uncounterable. Sam's going to be hard pressed to be able to.
Yeah, so
he
everything
has to answer everything.
everything that we know about Death and Taxes is made more so available, or more so with an Aether Vial in play. Like the deck goes from being a random white weenie tap out deck to just being an instant speed flurry of creatures,
Yeah.
flurry of everything.
Oh, she has the Richard import to be able to back it up. Use my mana to make it so you don't have mana.
But she also
my board with
does
my
have the
thing.
swords, and as a kind of control deck, like playing this swords right here over days
Yeah, with the day's protection.
is really big. She's just
You played a lot of
slowing
this
down the
deck,
game.
right? You played a lot of Death and Taxes,
A lot
right?
of Death and Taxes.
Right. So then, is this just everything going right? Where are we at?
That is everything. This is everything going right. Sam playing this blue red deck. He's going to be extremely weak to a lot of things that Sally wants to do. Mostly being that active vial is a huge problem. The port plan in this game doesn't look like it's going to be a lot. Delver is very low to the ground, so keeping him off of creatures unless he starts missing land drops, the port plan is not going to be super strong right now. But keeping him hot, an interesting play would be, untap, tap down your red, let the mana burn off, and then put in your mom to prevent the
Right.
Volt.
Right,
So,
and then keeping them off of 3 mana, I think, is
keeping him off
semi-important
at
because
3, but
true name mana,
once again, he's still just going to hit his land drops and go on.
no one drop for
Yeah,
Sally
really
here.
wish Sally would have done the pump fake for no real reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Love the pump
you
fake
gotta
vial.
you gotta test it. You gotta test the waters. You don't know if they're running Stifle.
Love
I
the
play
pump
my
fake.
vial decks too. You pump it. You pump it all the time.
Okay,
Ooh,
there
just
is
a straight-
not a good card to match up, especially since we know he
Not
has
a good card to match up. She's thrown it into a daze. She recognizes this is a good card. If it resolves it, it is a threat.
Okay, there's the
However,
daze, yeah.
I would rather, I'd rather my other spells be able to get through.
I mean, if that's what she was gonna do, I'd be much more fine with her using port to try and slow him down, instead of just feeding something into a daze.
Yeah, that's true. I think that because both of these decks, well, Blue Red Delver a little bit less now, they have trouble. I hope she named Misty Rainforest.
You can't name lands.
Oh, you
I
can't
hope
name
she
lands,
named
oh.
it anyway, but it doesn't actually do anything. Let's go.
I forgot what I was saying. So
She could have named what could she have named? She named Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's a good name. I'm not upset about it. It's not in the deck, I believe, but it's
yeah, I mean, like if
it's a
she
good
knew
name.
about the Grim Lava Man, she should name that. But I don't think
Yeah.
she has anything else to name it.
I mean, yeah, the
Nothing.
Revoker is actually fairly non-existent in this matchup.
Yeah, but it's the only card that is. Every other card
yes,
is valuable.
yes. Now she's
Oh,
getting
and she
there.
has the Walking Ballista.
I am a huge fan of Walking Ballista main and Death and Taxes. It's great in the mirror. It's going to be great in this matchup where Sam's kind of dragging his feet. He is just going to kill it, but he's
That's
going
fine. He takes two doing
He's
it.
going to take 2.
Yeah, there
She's
we go.
going to throw those big dice his way. So Sally putting on the pressure, but Sam not drawing a whole lot of action.
Sam started on the play with the Delver, the most aggressive way that Blue Red Delver can start.
Wasn't
flipped it, and then now is on the defensive.
And now, the days for the vial was big because this is just letting her, pace him in mana. She's vialing things into play. She's using her lands to cast things.
Yeah, I think that, like,
And she has a
said,
Caracas
it was probably
and a port mixed in there.
Yeah, it was probably better for her to wait and not run that into a daze because you don't get card draw. Your only way to card draw with Death and Taxes is what? Palace Jailer?
I mean, you have Palace Jailer, you have card advantage engines. The deck can grind out very well, especially with the
but
the
you
vial.
have to use your cards are so important. Like,
Yes. No, every
with
card in the
goblins,
deck
I
is
throw away
important.
my goblins left and right because I can just ringleader them back.
Yes, no,
You
her
don't
cards
have
are
any
very
kind of
important.
catch
She
them
does have card advantage with a Flicker Wisp, Recruiter the
Wisp
Guard
on
chain.
Recruiter the Guard,
Flicker
yeah,
Wisp a lot
definitely.
chain because Flicker Wisp does like remove a lot of options the other opponent has. Like
Yeah,
just,
and then also protects your things at the same
Also
time.
protects your things at the same time.
And it's at 3, he has to respect that.
she has a lot of oh no, Flicker Wisp on one, or Sanctum Prelate on 1 for Sally in this matchup is
Game.
most likely a game. I think he might have Jack and Squat to say about that.
Yeah, he can't do anything about it.
Yeah, the game is actually over if she gets the
Well, he can.
the Sanctum
If
Prelate on
he
1.
just does creature, he might be able to do it.
I mean, if this is an
This should be for
uncounterable.
Flicker Wisp, right?
No, this should be for Sanctum
Oh,
Prelate.
she just passed it.
Then she should go
I think
back.
she's going for Flicker Wisp.
Sally, if you're listening, if you're watching this on VOD, Sanctum Prelate is the correct play. I mean, you can't really make a wrong choice, Sally.
I don't know. I think that.
Oh, she's good.
Oh.
She's got this. I'm so proud right now. She's like, I know it's there. I'm just gonna come back and get it later.
Yeah, she's just like that is good. That is patience. That is discipline.
Okay, do not.
Bunch of other words that are
So
cool.
she just needs to vial this. Vial's into play. She could do the vial. Does she have 4s? She has no 4s. She has 1 4. She could. I was gonna say she could do the vial on trigger on the stack, put it into play.
Yes, I like doing that. That's one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
But I only do that when I'm going to
She needs to go
take
to
it
4.
out.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
She has the
here's the Prelate. The Prelate's probably game over.
yeah. She says 1, which I'm sure she will.
How does she say she's new?
Sally,
She's
new to the deck, new to the scene,
deck. Says
crushing
she's
everybody.
not playing very well, crushing it. Death and Tax. There's the port. Death and Tax is superhero right now.
Nice on
Ports him.
as you said, and that protects. If he drew a bolt or something, can't hit the prelate. Well, he can't.
Well,
cast
Prelate's
it.
on 1 now.
Can you run over and have him put a die on the prelate for what it's on? Please and thank you.
Nice. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
I
now.
delegated.
Yeah, we delegate that shit.
Okay, so there's the creature. So she started the creature war. It's the only way you can win. Every spell in his deck is essentially
it's
useless at this point.
So I mean, Sam's doing his goddamn best.
There it is. Okay, it is on 1. Okay, I tell this guy thank you.
Nice. I mean, it takes a lot less time for somebody to get over there than I thought. Every single time somebody walks away from here, I feel like it's going to take like a
You're
minute.
gone forever.
And they're like, no, they take like no time to at least like do
Oh,
boards.
and she even gets the Cavern of Souls for the Palace Jailer.
For the Palace Jailer.
Sally.
Oh man, Sam's body language says everything here. Sam is
Sally.
just fucking, he's just
Thank
done.
you so much.
She's bringing the pain. This is
Yeah, this is just
Death and Tax.
The only thing inevitable. Death
and Taxes. Absolutely asserting dominance over Blue Red Delver right now.
Yeah, this is a seriously
So in
dominating
addition
game.
to the Delver conversation that we've had all day, Death and Taxes is also vastly underrepresented in the local Arizona metagame.
Well, for a while it was.
I guess it was overrepresented.
Yeah,
For the
for a
longest
while
time.
it was the highest by like almost twice as much. But what's great about the new cards and as the meta develops, right? Delver becomes good again against the entire field.
Yes.
Death and Taxes is a huge meta pick.
Death and Taxes. I wouldn't call it
And
that.
Sam Gilbert
Sam
scoops
picks
it
up.
up. We're going to game 2.
So
And Sam will be on the play.
Sam will be on it. So one thing
Sally
about
with a dominating lead.
One thing about Sally's list, her deck designer is Craig Wesco, probably, which is another thing I love about this list.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny.
In this sideboard, we have, what would she bring in? Core Firewalkers are going to be completely removal resistant. Gideon is going to be a high-end absolute roadblock. I don't know if she'd want to bring it in. A second Sanctum Prelate, you saw the power of the Prelate.
Prelate,
the first
sure.
round. The Sanctum Prelate is really good. I've actually been playing a list that runs 3 Prelates main, and it just absolutely
It probably eats Delver.
bodies this
Yeah.
Blue Red Delver deck in specific because it stops the flashback on the Dreadhorde Arcanist as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you play
They can't cast it.
the Prelate on 1, they can't cast it. Stops everything they can do, and usually they're running one Abrade main. That becomes their only out to the Prelate.
Right, and
I mean,
Sam is not.
Other
Sam's
than
not
that,
running a braid.
she has Tomic, Distinguished Activist on the board.
So now Sam
Probably,
is,
I would like to see that main. I'm running 2 main right now.
Oh.
And she has a Tashar.
Sam's trying to figure out the life pad.
Life pad. I might have to go back and do this. Okay, there we go.
I did it!
I wouldn't have sent you to figure out the life pad. The life pad's complicated.
We've had some trouble with that there life pad. Okay,
Okay,
so
she's making some march. What's Sam going to do here?
So
Sam
Sam, let's go through the sideboard. 2 Narset Powder Veils, 2 Pyroblast, 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Abrade, 1 Red Elemental Blast, 1 Blue Elemental Blast, 1 Cluster.
So if I was going to say anything, I would say first and foremost, Sam did not want to play Death and
Yeah,
Taxes.
Sam was not ready for Death and Taxes. Not at all.
Not at all.
Like
The
his
two-
main
the-
board does not have something. Maybe the Grim Lavamancer.
He's
Maybe.
bringing in the Abrades.
Yeah,
So
Abrades, they have to come
he
in.
needs to get going. Sam needs to push the gas.
Do you think? Would you bring in Surgical Extractions?
Definitely not.
Because, and hear me out, that if you're abrading something, that is a high priority target, right?
Yes.
And that you don't want them to have another one,
Yes.
so you could surgical it.
Sam can't let those surgical lines, like if the surgical is sitting in your hand the whole time, it's not doing anything proactive. It's not actually helping you win the game. It's stopping you from lose the late game. Sam needs to win the early game.
That's true.
Sam needs
Yeah.
to get on the board.
Okay.
Sam needs to counter that Swords to Plowshares on the Delver, and he needs to just smash in and continue playing creatures is the other thing.
Right, because he's on the play.
There's going to be a point in the game where he has to have the Abrade, and it's going to be on a very key. It's going to be on a big vial. It's going to be on a piece of equipment. It's going to be on a G-Tag.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the Batterskull. I mean, probably not the Batterskull because he needs to kill.
Yeah.
The,
What piece of equipment is the most scary for Blue Red Delver?
For Blue Red Delver, the Fire and Ice is just going to be untouchable. It lets
Yeah.
you swing past the True Name Nemesis. It lets you ping every creature they have. But depending on the situation, the GT can also be absolutely disgusting if you have an evasive blocker, a way to definitely get in there, or if they have an absolute line of
Creatures.
elemental tokens.
Oh, sure, yeah, just attach
now
it,
can
attack
start
in, I don't care.
pinging around,
And then
yeah.
I'm going to kill all your guys.
The thing with the equipment in Death and Taxes is that a lot of them, you're not really thinking about what they do, you're thinking about what situation you're in.
Not a strong start here from Sam.
I mean, Land Ponder, I mean, I guess
Land
that's
Ponder,
okay.
that's not what they want to be doing. But, okay,
There's the mom.
Resolves, that's tough.
Resolve Sam.
Okay, he
Sam.
has a bolt for it.
He has a bolt. Okay, no, Chain Lightning. He has the Chain Lightning.
He has a bolt for it. Oh.
Sam.
I mean, he's prioritizing lands.
He's got a lot of wastelands.
Does he have?
He has a
lands?
mountain. He has a mountain.
Okay.
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 She is sitting on not the strongest. Double wasteland in this matchup isn't going to be the best.
Yeah, it's not as huge as when Delvers were always 3 colors.
Yeah,
Now
she has the
it's-
Thalia. I mean, Thalia into Wasteland can do really good things. Have multiple Thalias?
I don't know. Okay, so
There's the
punish
Ponder.
resolve,
For a second I thought he
draw,
let it resolve and-
Shuffle, draw,
Kill.
bolt it,
There it is.
cannot keep that around.
I mean, that might actually be a one-turn KO if the mom gets to live.
Yeah, the mom gets loose. All right, Wasteland, keep it low on mana. I'll play another.
That's what it was.
What do you got?
There's
You got
the
it?
second
Do
mom.
you have another bolt?
I mean, he has double
Nothing.
Arcanist. He does not have an answer to this mom.
That mom will be tough. But I mean, Arcanist. can
Arcanist,
can
Flashback
cast
Bolt. Arcanist,
Flashback Bolt,
do bolt
but
things.
Then mom.
Then mom.
He needs
So
blue mana. He needs blue mana for sure.
she's in a
to be
super interesting spot. She can Wasteland and limited on mana. She can also play the Thalia.
able-
Or just
Sally is just
the Swords to
mopping
Plowshares.
this deck
Did
up.
you know she actually demonic tutors every turn? Sally doesn't actually draw.
Yeah. She just
Sally,
summons it
Sally
to the top.
doesn't draw.
Top of her deck.
She summons cards to the top of her library.
Yeah.
Great plays all around. Sam struggling. Active mom. She's tanking. Does she attack? I mean, this would be a pretty.
I wouldn't attack. There's no need.
You know he doesn't have a lightning bolt though.
You know there's no bolt, but you don't know that he can draw one.
You know,
You play safe,
I might
don't
attack. I think I
pass.
would. I think I would
She-
attack.
She passed.
I know. I understand, but I think I would
Well,
disrespect.
me and Sally, we're great at Death and Taxes players. You need to get on our level.
would disrespect, and I would attack.
Hey, how bad would you feel if you got bolted in that situation?
It's okay though. Like you know that's exactly what he drew. You know he has zero. You still know he has zero removal in his hand, and she gets to untap and Thalia, which is still really good.
I'd rather have a Thalian be able to protect it. It's 1 damage. It's not going to do anything in the long run.
It does things sometimes.
There's another.
There's your Arcanist.
Arcanist. And does she have another answer for it? And
don't-
she's
I
also
don't think so.
She
She has
has
the
lands for the rest of the
Thalia.
game. The Thalia. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
He now has to pay for his recursion,
yeah, like the weird.
and he can't attack in.
This just gets weird. I mean,
Well, no, he can.
He can attack in.
He would kill the.
He would kill either of them.
Well,
So he's dealing 1 damage
Well, he-
turn, and getting to trigger,
he could double block, protect whichever one, or she can double block, protect whichever one that she wants.
and then
to keep.
the other one
and
would
then
die.
the other one would die.
Yeah, so that's not the best news in the world. She just gets
But
to
she can
take
just
it.
protect.
Yeah, he's just gonna ponder.
Yeah,
He's
just
not
take it.
gonna.
There's no reason to block and protect.
Okay, Sam, we're gonna start giving.
Pondering?
He's pondering. Yeah, it's free ponders.
No, it's not. Just one.
It's mostly free ponders.
One
Mostly
mana
free
ponders
ponders.
from the
Sam
graveyard.
needs. Sam needs to get Buck Wild. That's what Sam needs to do. Sam needs
True name.
a true name like
He
this.
just drew one,
This Dreadhorde Arcanist is good. This Dreadhorde Arcanist.
but he doesn't have the second blue. Looking for a blue mana here.
He's got a lot of cantrips coming your way.
There's a fetch. Take the brainstorm. Take the fetch next turn.
I mean, she could realistically just, untap, play, Flicker Wisp, flicker anything, and then just trade straight up with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Like, Dreadhorde Arcanist
Yeah.
dying is very good, no matter what the. No
She
matter,
has a flicker in hand, right?
yeah, she has a Flicker Wisp in hand.
But
another
does she
turn.
respect the days? She didn't with the. She knows there's no
He
days.
can't. He can't daze. There's a Thalia in play.
Oh,
She,
yeah,
doesn't, she, doesn't have to,
right.
she doesn't have to respect absolutely
No,
anything.
Death and Taxes gives no respect.
She has to respect nothing at this point.
Okay, so she has 2 lands in the Flicker Wisp. What's she flickering? Land.
So there's the Flicker Wisp. Yeah, so she'll have nothing. I mean, you can do anything like that. Thalia runs both ways. Like how she puts the Flicker Wisp in front of the Dreadhorde Arcanist, just so you know I'm blocking.
Yeah, right. This is what will be happening,
So Sam,
and I will protect it. And then
Sam
you will die.
is learning why Thalia is so good against Death and Taxes, and that he needs to find a bolt.
Thalia is so good against Delver.
Or against Delver, because he needs to find a bolt and cast a bolt right now.
Yeah.
Like, this might even
he's
be-
still able to dig, but I don't think that thing is going to live. I
mean,
think that
yeah.
she blocks and protects.
I don't even think she protects. She just trades. You don't want to. Once again, at this point, you don't want to lose your mom to a bolt. You just
Sure.
want.
Sure. Yep. That's the commanding position.
You just let it die. Flicker Wisp as a remove. It's better as an everything spell, but Flicker Wisp just as a as kill your card recursion engine,
Yeah.
kill your draw engine,
Seems good.
kill your everything seems real good.
And she
Yes.
does that. Yep.
Yeah, no, she's got.
She knows the priorities in the matchup. Not much in her hand though.
Come on,
She's
Sam.
got an Ancient Tomb and something else.
She's not. She's
And
not.
a Rishadan Import, I believe.
This is still a great spot where Sam just needs to start pushing some gas. Like untap. I mean, Grimlaw. Any of his creatures, in all honesty. Grim Lavamancer, Young Pyromancer.
Yeah, Grim Lavamancer would be really good.
He has the Null Rod. In his,
Brainstorm, man.
He has the Null Rod in his hand for the 0.
Yeah, we're gonna see a
Brainstorm.
Desperation Brainstorm. Try and find that thing that you just said.
I mean, he's still making land drops. That's not the end of the world. And next turn he does get
Clock's
to play.
not super fast.
Clock's not super fast. Next turn he gets to wall everything with True Name Nemesis.
Right.
I don't know the last 2 cards in Sally's hand. But
I forgot that we can look at chat. Is this stream being recorded and put on YouTube? Yes.
and there's 2. She gets in there.
Yeah, just ping in, play your land. Now we're gonna be tapping some stuff. Ooh. Ooh. Brainstorm?
Absolutely.
No.
Daze?
Thalia, so it has to be a Dazer Force.
Yeah, it has to
Right?
be Dazer Force.
And even Daze,
she,
you can pay for
and
the
she
Daze.
has one. It has to.
So it's gotta be Force.
Yes, it has to be. Exactly.
Yeah, it is
there it
Force.
is. There's the Force.
Yep. I mean, Sam, living by the skin of his teeth here. He pitches the Brainstorm to it. Yep.
Yeah.
chooses to keep the Ponder and the True Name. All right, I think we're gonna see the Windmill Slam of the True Name here.
What's he got?
I think that was the second True Name.
What do you have? What do you have in your back pocket? Has to be True Name. Like, has to be. You have tons of
That's
lands.
a lot of lands for
A
Delver.
lot of lands.
That's a lot of lands for Delver.
He
But I think it's good.
He kept a weird hand, and she's kept him on the back foot.
Yeah.
That double Mom Thalia.
Yeah, Sally just doesn't have a real clock. Like two damage is decent. Can't touch my things. It's decent. But what she can do about this?
She's
True Name
playing that
comes out.
slow prison game.
I think he shuffles that.
I didn't see it, but he also thinks
I
he
saw a
shovels
Daze
it.
and something else. Daze and 2 blue cards. Not what you want here. I guess one way to get around Thalia is taxing. Get a lot of mana.
Get a lot of mana, play a lot of spells.
Yeah.
So he really could use, more just creatures. He just needs creatures. There's a creature.
True name. That's what he needs.
True name.
I don't think he runs 3. I think he's running 2. I'll check.
I mean, it's 2, yeah. It's 2 and 4, I believe.
Yeah, he's running 2.
Yeah. Okay, so
Even Young Pyromancer would be really good.
she's got something in her hand. She's not showing us much.
She has a Ancient Tomb in her hand.
Is that really what it is?
Yeah. She's looking at the camera.
Looks like she's tanking. Ooh, she's going in.
She's going in. She's like, I gotta put this clock
Remember
down.
when I told you that 1 damage right matter?
Oh no, she protection for 2 damage.
I know, but I'm saying that 1 damage. We now have a nickel and dime.
Oh yeah, I mean,
If this comes down
6 turns versus 6 turns. No, 7 turns.
7 turns, 6 turns versus 7 turns right now.
Which you know is never the case.
Waste on the port. She was shutting him off for red for the most part. So he drew the bolt. She has to know he drew the bolt.
I think he just does it because that's. Oh man.
She needs to draw
She's not drawing
there's the
anything.
vial.
Ancient Tomb and a vial.
Oh, she's
Pro
going
blue?
for it now. There's the pro blue.
Now the bolt comes in.
Bolt comes in for the
I don't think he
mom.
casts it.
Costs 1 more. There it is.
I don't think he casts the bolt. I think he goes 9 you.
There's 6 you, 6 you dead.
Yeah, 6 you, 6 you dead.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not dead.
3 turns. But yeah. 6 you, 6 you, 9 you. There we go. Okay.
Double bolt.
Finally got creatures. That's a lot of bolts.
And another True Name. It's huge. Sally just could not get
I mean, yeah, does he have land? She had it.
If she can get that prelate, that force on the prelate was big.
Force on the prelate was huge.
Yep. I think that she needs to be able to get some.
I mean, in hindsight, specifically trading with the Dread Horde was probably big.
Palace Jailer would be so good right here.
Palace Jailer would be so bad right here. It can't remove the True Name, and the True Name can just take back.
Right,
the
but
Monarch.
you get the card.
You get the card.
And you kill. Oh yeah, because she would just get it back. It would unflip the Delver, right?
It would unflip the Delver.
And save you 2 damage.
Yeah, no, and this she's
Boom, boom.
yeah, this is bad. The wheels have come off.
2. Nice. It's a mom. Late. Next game, man.
Going to
Sam
3.
was able to just pull off the cards that he needed, and Sally just did not have the pressure.
I mean, maybe tapping the mom to keep the Flicker Wisp alive keeps the clock a lot faster. Suddenly she's doing 5 a turn.
Yeah, I think that was a better thing. They kill the mom, sure, but 5, 5, 5, you're dead.
Yeah.
You know? Okay.
In hindsight, probably right. I probably would have kept the mom alive.
I wouldn't have, but I'm also never playing Death and Taxes. So
Yeah.
You know what? And that's why I don't like playing Death and Taxes. Is the tiny little things. But that's why I like playing Goblins. But I know the ones in Goblins, and I don't know the ones in Death
Yeah,
and
that
Taxes.
was a tiny judgment call right there. Because if
tiniest
she
thing.
resolves the Sanctum Prelate, she now has mom plus Sanctum Prelate. The game's over because he's not going to get double a braid.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. They're going. She's going back on the sideboard. So what do you think she's getting? What do you think's different on the player on the draw?
If she didn't bring in Council's Judgments are now in there. If she didn't bring in the second Sanctum Prelate's down there. She's also bigger. Like she's since she's on the draw, she also has the chance to go bigger.
Well, now she's on the play.
Now she's on the play. So she has the chance to hit her 3 drops before, hit her 4 drops before.
Right.
So she could bring in one of her high end cards as well. For example, a Gideon or a.
Think so? You think Gideon?
I don't think you bring.
She got up to 5 land that time.
I don't think you bring in Gideon, but you could bring in Gideon. She could be bringing.
What did she take out? What did she take out?
Where's this? This is right in front of me. The cards that just Walking Ballista's fine. The Stoneforge Mystic package is kind
three.
The Mirran Crusader. The Mirran Crusader actually does nothing. The Perfectioner Invokers actually do nothing.
So that's 4 cards right there, right? So Gideon, that's 2, plus the other.
Well, 2 Council Judgments are first.
Oh, 2 Council's Judgment.
The Sanctum Prelate's
Sanctum Prelate
third.
And a Gideon. Maybe that was a Gideon.
Maybe it's the Gideon or the Tashar.
That's the 2/3.
That's the one that brings in. Oh, she put the card she's boarding it up to the camera.
We missed it. We were looking down. Good for her.
2 more Judgment came in.
Yeah, the 2 judgments came in.
Thanks, Twitch chat.
I mean,
you guys are the fucking best.
She didn't bring him in the first time. She didn't see the Train of Nemesis.
Sam did not give us that courtesy.
Sam did not give us the courtesy. He lost quickly and efficiently to the Death and Taxes Menace.
Okay.
Okay.
Sally, no turn
does
1 play.
No turn 1 play. She has a Sword, a Fire and Ice, a Flicker Wisp.
She's got a Rishadan port.
There's a port in there. You got a little port action.
Yeah, a little port action. No, not bad. Not bad. I feel like it just lets you get to your turn 3 a little bit safer.
So, for anyone who's just joining us, we got 48 viewers watching Sam Gilbert on
48,000
Blue
viewers.
Red Delver
That's
play
crazy.
Sally. I'm going to go Galuska on Death and Taxes. We have Dan Ford and Anthony Rivera commentating. And Sally is coming in hard with the Core Firewalker. That's a pro red.
Oh, that was a big one. Yeah, you were talking about that. You said that the pro red would be relevant,
It's
but
unkillable.
She's not letting it hit the board. She's letting it hover. This is a resolve. Sam's thinking about it. Sam's thinking about forcing it. He's like, I think that's too good.
So
And he
it
pitches the
has
Vapor
pro
Snag.
red. It has pro red, and whenever anyone casts a red spell, they gain red life or gain 1 life.
She gets so much.
She gains life. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I guess a little bit too
Questionable
good.
for me. Questionable. I don't know if I'd have brought that in. Definitely.
They
better.
don't have any way to remove
They
it.
have no zero way to remove it.
I guess the Vapor Snag that he pitched to get rid of it. but-
Vapor Snag that he pitched to get rid of it. I mean, that's basically like her version of the true name Nemesis, where
Yeah,
they're just gonna do
Pro,
it.
pro red seems like it's pretty good against
Plus the
Blue Red
life
Delver.
gain. Life gain would help in.
Oh, there's a mom. All right, I think that she goes that card. Nice. We'll see. Does that card resolve?
Seems like that card resolves.
All right.
I mean, she's just going
What'd she
big.
get?
Got the
What do you get
prelate. The prelate's the best card in the
I
matchup.
guess, yeah. Right. And then now she knows there's no days,
She knows there's no days.
no force.
She knows there's no force.
and then she
Yeah,
does
good.
that, casts that, and then all she has to deal with
It's
is
2 reds and 1 Delver.
is the Delver.
Sam needs to do things. Does,
Yeah, I mean, just cast
does
all your
Sam,
one drops so you can, man.
Does Sam not have red mana?
No,
Straight
I
up.
don't think he has a fetch in his hand.
But
He has a lot of wasteland.
Sam does have the answer to the prelate in his hand. He does have the.
He has an Abrid?
He has the Lavamancer.
Oh, yeah.
The old Grim Lavamancer.
Oh, does Sally have an answer for the Lavamancer?
The mom.
Oh, yep, there we go. Which she should be able to deploy at the same time, knowing that there's no days. I guess there's very little chance of a days.
Yeah, no, I think you go.
There's a higher chance of a days now.
Preordain.
But
Ponder.
it's also Sam on the draw.
Sam has no.
Does-
Sam has no lands.
is-
Sam has no
oh,
lands.
he's
Sam,
just
Sam
at one land.
Sam has no lands.
I think she has a port in her hand.
Sam has
She
no
does.
lands and no way to. If she goes, mom prelate.
Sally has a port.
Prelate first, then mom.
Yeah. Oh, sword.
Oh, she's going.
She's like, all right.
She's going hard.
You know what's good? Pro red.
You know what's good? Pro red.
And Pro anything
and
else.
throw anything.
Take one.
Sally going. You know what? She senses blood in the. She sees the blood in the water.
Yeah.
She wants this Delver dead.
And I think that she kind of respected the force will there. She's like,
And
this
Sam
is so
has-
good that you have
and
to force it.
And Sam has no mana. Sam has no red. Sam has to read Sword of Fire and Ice. Sword of Fire and Ice is about to body. That is Sword of Blue Red Delver, basically.
Yeah, I mean, blue and red.
Blue and red. So as much as we said that the Prelate's unanswerable outside of two of Raids, the same is true of the Sword
Yeah,
of Fire
same is true
and Ice.
for Sword of Fire Ice, and we'll end the game way
Those
quicker.
two of Raids, very, very, very important in this matchup.
Yeah.
He probably wishes they were 15 of Raids.
Yeah, I think this is.
I think she drinks out of her water, really relishing in the
Yeah,
fact.
soak it all in, Sally.
Soak it in, Sally. Sally's going to the. Sally should be headed to the 12-point pool. There's the ponder. Is there a land? There's so many lightning bolts and a land.
And a lightning bolt, but you can't take both of them.
He
You can get the Grim Lavamancer down, but then attach, swing, kill the Lavamancer. Who cares?
who cares? Who cares about the Lavamancer at that point? Like,
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you killed the Lavamancer. If he needs to play the Lavamancer, which is
If that was a brainstorm, that would have been insane.
if that was a brainstorm, that would have been a very, very important brainstorm. Very big
Would've.
difference between brainstorm and ponder in this instance.
Yes.
He needed to be able to mount and bolt. So
Oh,
here,
is he just? Yep.
here comes
Man,
the Lavamancer.
That's just playing it into. That's just.
Lean
It's on the board. What's happening is on the board.
He's leaning in, okay? That's all you can do sometimes. There is a chance she kills the Delver, and then
Okay, now she equips, taps down, and then taps down for the rest of the game. And she wins.
no, she equips. There's that on one.
On one, bam. All right.
Equip.
2.
Ooh, it's purple now.
So we don't think it's counters.
Ah,
That's for our sake,
that's
everybody.
for our sake. Coming in. This is in fact an unblockable
3/3.
3/3 attack.
Again, then it's gonna ping.
Kill. Oh, she's
Lava
good.
Mancer.
You know what? She's good at winning.
I didn't even do anything, honestly. Like, even if she didn't kill, if she killed the Delver, right?
Yeah.
She still would. He would been like, Lavamancer, mom.
Yes. He doesn't have the second red. He could second red. He has a bolt in his hand,
Oh, sure, if he got a second red.
but he actually can't kill the 3/3.
Nope. I don't know. I can't touch it. It needs
It
that
has
upgrade.
pro blue red Delver.
And Blue Red Delver has, I think, the worst time dealing with Death and Taxes
Well,
than
a
any other
braid.
Delver deck.
A braid is the card.
Yeah, but
Like-
other thing I have like what's the one with the flashback? Ancient Grudge.
Ancient Grudge.
Right? You just need one of those and you can answer
Yeah.
answer so many of their.
Sam's in the race mode. Sam's going face here.
Who can shuffle the card
Oh,
faster?
I say Sam's going face. Sam has a very big restriction on playing one mana cost bolts.
Yes. Kill
There
that.
it is.
All right. He's like, okay, well, I can maybe do
Go.
another 3.
This is fun. We're doing good here.
Put that card back in there because you'll be shuffling it into your deck soon.
A braid goes
This
to
is not
2.
looking good for Sam.
Sam's in trouble. Sam knows he's in trouble.
Sally's just thinking, how can I lose?
Sally's pouring it on. Is she gonna play Thalia? Oh, I thought she was gonna play Thalia. That would have been my favorite.
No, she's just going for another thing. She's like, if you answer that, then I'll just have another thing.
Now you get the Batter Skull? Yeah. As a Death and Taxes player, this feels real good for me.
And then I guess Delver did not flip. He
Delver
can't
did.
cast with the that. At least he doesn't die to the Fire and Ice and stops the 2/2 from attacking, right? Not really, because if you block, then it dies. Sam not looking ecstatic about the rest of this game.
No, it's still unblockable. Take another 3. Kill a Delver. You get 1 Dreadhorde Arcanist trigger that can't cast any spells. She's gonna tap
Pour
2
it,
of your
pour it.
land. Oh no, that's brutal. Death and Taxes wins in such a very
Yeah, it's a brutal
It's
way.
such a brutal
it's
way.
like it just takes all your hope for life
and just squashes
and
it
just
out.
like it's over. We're done here.
It's over.
Okay, let's see if we can find another one.
15 minutes? 15 minutes? Congratulations. Sally's
We might be able to catch somebody on the third.
Sally is moving to she had 9 points. That's be 4-0. Death and Taxes 4-0, headed to the top 8. Sam's still in the running. Sitting at 3-1, and we are going to see if we can find a backup match. Thank you guys very much.